Morning. We got water and dumped for free. I told you I'd find somewhere. Um, yeah, we ran out of water last night, so I had to take control of the phone again. Find us somewhere. Now we got somewhere to dump and fill for free. Um, just over here on the river. I'm gonna try to park over there. We might get rousted. Um, it's like an honor system thing. I don't know what the deal is. I saw a bunch of signs, didn't see any dollar signs involved. But anyway, they got showers over there too. I was like, damn, I kind of like South Dakota. Anyway, today I'm not blowing glass. I'm sitting here gonna try and sell what I've sold. Uh, maybe. I mean, hopefully. We'll see what happens. I need to sell a couple things so I can make a phone payment, so we can get some gas because we're on empty. I got $12 in the gas kitty, in the gas fund. That ain't gonna put much in there. I got a nice display out here. I got a coffee pot. I got a bong. I got a couple bubblers. I got a rig. I got a shit ton of little hand pipes. So hopefully we'll sell something today. I can't imagine a day go by for 8 hours we didn't sell anything. Although there hadn't been anybody here at all since we got here. It wasn't long. We've been here maybe 15, 20 minutes. I went in and talked to him. Thanked him for letting us blow, see if we could just sit out here and sell. He's like, yeah, dude, anything you want. I was like, I've never called somebody and then been like, oh my God, yeah, please come blow. And then, no, but we don't need glass. He's like, yeah, we just ordered some. I was like, I know, I get it. I'm just saying, you guys invited us back. Hopefully next time I'll give you a call ahead. That way you don't order glass and we can both mutually benefit from this instead of just us. So I really appreciate them helping and making this part of the adventure we're on. It's a really good energy here. I like these guys. I appreciate them letting us blow glass out here. I was like, but in light of the fact that we lost our awning yesterday and it's supposed to thunderstorm later today, I don't really feel confident in breaking out the kiln today. So we're going to sit here and try to make some sales. I think we might want to go out here towards the road a little bit. Give it a couple hours sitting here, see what happens. Ain't like a lot of people driving by either. Sunday is 97 degrees already. Like 11 o'clock. We got we got water. Take a fucking shower. Wet my head down. That's a bonus. Damn, we should have thrown our trash away too while we're down there. We'll get it tonight. There's big dumpsters down there. It's fucking hot. It's a beautiful day in South Dakota. Nice and sunny. It rained absolutely all night. And it is fucking steamy today. I'm literally sitting here just, well, you can see I was sweating. I am sweating my ass off just sitting here today. So I'm kind of glad we're not working. It just worked against me to work today. Wouldn't be productive. Hopefully we'll be able to sell some of this glass and give it away at breakneck prices to get it off my table. Kind of like I'm trying to get my hair off my shoulders. It's fucking hot. I got a man bun going on. I'm not letting you look at it. God dang, I hate man buns. They're silly. I just haven't got my hair tie out yet. I was busy. We dumped and filled today for free. Didn't really need to dump, but sure as hell did. Because you never know when you're going to run into a free dump and fill. Oh, wow. I guess only in South Dakota. Gettysburg and now here, the municipalities have provisions for RV campers. Like what? I, you just don't see that everywhere. This is pretty cool. I like that. I wish I'd have known. Fuck, it's just right across the river, right there. 2 miles away instead of all the way at Walmart. And it's only 7 miles away, but when you're sitting on empty, that matters. 2 miles versus 7. Anyway, tomorrow's coming pretty soon. We'll probably sell what we got left here. There's a cannabis club just right there, and just a couple pipe shops downtown too. But this is where we're going to be today. This is what we're going to be doing. It's supposed to be thunderstorming here this afternoon, which wouldn't surprise me at all, as humid as it is. It's been raining, and the shit's going to steam up into some clouds pretty soon. I already see them developing over here. So, like I said, we lost our fucking awning yesterday. I'm not going to set up if it's going to be raining. Take new precautions now. Over here mapping it out. Looks like I'm going to be able to set up a tarp where I can cover the area I'm blowing, able to see the shadow and stuff. It'd be all right. But yeah, I can't be putting the kiln out if it's supposed to be raining. Right now, for the next couple hours, probably. But it takes an hour to heat up the kiln. I don't want to waste the gas. I gotta keep that kinetic energy going once I heat it up. We'll get gas in the generator enough to blow out another day. Which may be Monday. It's looking like it's a better day than Monday. I'd go make some money and fucking go park and work some more. Couldn't hurt to have extra glass. That's why I got a case of glass for. Once I burn through the case of glass, that should be enough gas to get us round trip. And a couple extra tubes. Done the math. And that's a bare minimum. So I know we can get the trip done without reordering. This is how long it's going to take us to get to Philly. We got a lot of red dots in between that need help. I told Bryce this morning, You know, it's not just your council sitting around scratching their head talking about we got to go to BIA for more money to bury people because we're running out. We're having record deaths. It's going on in your neighborhood too. There's fixes to it. Obviously, it's not very mainstream yet. People are still recommending this thing that's damaging people. There's new regiments of blood thinners they're using to maintain the control of it and to give people their health back, but they have to stay on it indefinitely because their bodies are completely always producing the same thing, these proteins. They haven't found the mechanism to shut that off. We have. That's the Creator's healing and fix this. But how in the hell am I going to show people that are afraid to let a white boy lay hands? It's an aggravating situation. The man's been fighting with doctors for 3 years. He lost a toe. Finally won the argument, the war, so to speak. But it cost him a toe. What the fuck is that shit? Aggravating, to say the least. Here in 3 days, he's supposed to be presenting a resolution before the council. I'm not sure that meeting's even going to be held. He's out of the hospital, though, so it might be. And I don't have any say in that game. It's all the doctors and that kind of information. He's got that. He's got that now. There's an overall pending issue, though, that isn't being dealt with. Our planet's on its side. It's been there for long enough time to be able to say, yeah, this is coming to an end. Everything we've read that documented this has said 15 years. And then the year of destruction. This is supposed to be the year of destruction. The great and terrible day of the Lord happens at the end of this year. We're on a timeline that's not mine. The Creator has every ability to stop time if needed, I suppose. So I'm not worried about it. We're going to get to where we're supposed to be, help those that we're supposed to help. I'm pretty much done asking for help. I've asked. And the people that kind of stood up are like, they've donated well beyond what I feel they should have. And if it's just them that keep stepping up to the plate, I'm not asking for help anymore. If we go dark, we go dark. There's folks every day coming back we haven't seen for years, haven't heard of from years, saying one thing in a chorus line. You were right. I know. I know. And I knew I was right then. All you gotta do is look at the moon. We're on our side. That's not a debate. It's a fact of life. I exchanged spittle with a senator over the value of that life. It's not prophecy that I was giving. Nothing to do with prophetic anything that I was right. It was being told of a plan and being able to deduce numbers and throw out stats and information as it came. And before it happened, because I was told it was going to happen. I was told how it was going to happen. I was explained to at a painstaking effort to convince me that Seamus would be safe in the bunker. They wanted us in that fucking bunker so bad they told me how safe Seamus would be and why. That's why I was so right. I know I sounded crazy. I still probably do to some people. I'm talking about soul recycling machines. And I would think that if anybody believed in that, that'd be the thing they wanted to take care of before they dirt napped. And it doesn't seem to be much pressing on people's hearts about it, in my view. It's a lonely stage out here. I haven't stopped singing the tune because I know I'm right. There's no question. I'm right. We found tons of proof. I'm right. Physical proof. If you didn't suck so bad, Kif, we could leave this motherfucker open and have a really nice breeze today. But no. You want to run around blind and deaf in the road. Crazy animal. Whew. We found Ninja Gita's head in the middle of a fucking Michigan forest, surrounded by huge temples. A spot in the world they've worked really hard to keep secret for a long time, with misdirection, omissions of fact. And these people, the Ottawa Federation of Tribes, know exactly what that temple is. Asking me not to let it go back into the dark as they get quiet about it now that they got their heritage site. Nobody's talking about it but me. We found that place because we were looking for a specific spot that had to be there. If it wasn't myth, and we found that spot, we found the proof that it's not myth. We got a signature on the end of this snakehead that says older than the Avant period, according to Lipscomb University, an expert on the Avant. We've done this on an incredibly small amount of funding, which screams the fucking creator is going to have this exposed. Definitely wasn't anything I did. I didn't even know Jessica. Creator put her here. It was her land it was sitting on. She needed help. How did she find me? I don't know. Creator drove her here, obviously. It was meant to be found. If that ain't enough to convince you, I don't know what would be. Maybe do a little more homework about the spot and the emerald tablets of Thoth. And that's only going to give you half the story. You need to start going through some ascensions work too. Because then you're going to hear the story of Atlantis from three different people. And then you go to Thoth, and if you paid attention, which we did, took a while, you realize they couldn't read what we were writing on the walls. They assumed we were drawing a pantheon of things to be worshipped. And they assumed the identity of our pantheon to hide us from ourselves. When Marduk became Ra, and his brother Ninjagita became Thoth, etc., etc. Zeus and Poseidon in Lilin Enki, Yahweh and Satan. They've been doing this too long, man. And it's a lame script. If you can't get over the text in a Bible that was created by a king after a long line of kings reformed the Bible to fit their narrative, James came along. This was all after Rome butchered the Ethiopian Bible to create the Roman Catholic Bible, of whom which, out of the Abrahamics, they print the Quran and many versions of the Bible with a religious connotation to confuse us and hide the fact that we are amazing. We are designed to heal specifically with the Creator. We're designed to be stewards, extra shielding for a planet that goes through a frequent nova event. When we slipped onto this sun, it was an accident. We went completely in reverse, threw everything sideways, threw a bunch of us off the planet. It wasn't a purposeful thing. She fell into the void. Describes it very clearly. As we're watching Iswa, this time is definitely being done differently. You can literally see these other planets' field lines putting a squeeze on us, causing what they call king tides and rogue waves, which are an awful lot better than a big old fat swoosh at 1,000 miles an hour. The stewards aren't supposed to die during solar exchanges. It's what we do. And I'm demonic for pointing it out. Child of Satan's delusion. I didn't make any of this shit up. I found it, and I found proof of it, and it's fucked. I agree. I didn't make it up. I didn't cause any of it to happen. I just happened to notice it because it was right in our face. It's all historically documented. It's insane it's been allowed to go on this long. But I look around and I'm like, well, obviously nobody wants it to change. So here we are. It's going to change. With or without me. All I got to do is kick back and allow it to happen. It's going to happen anyway. I ask myself a question. Why in the hell am I killing myself with this effort? And I was answered clearly. Because Mother wants me to. So we're going to continue on. I'm just going to do it at the pace it comes and stop fucking trying to get too far too fast on my own. The universe has been screaming loudly at me. Don't do that. So I'm going to stop doing that. make sure our basic needs are taken care of before I'm just going to have a gas fund, and I'm not even going anywhere until the gas fund's enough to get me to the next gas fund. I'm going to be blowing glass right here in this region until I feel comfortable moving. I'm not going to be trying to push the issue anymore. It's been pushed. It's been revealed. There's nothing more for me to do in that area. The warning time is fucking over. And it's cleaning up an aftermath of something that was clearly warned about. I'm grateful we have a cleanup method. There's actual doctors out there that have put forth an awful lot of effort to learn how, as it develops, to cure this shit or treat the symptoms. Which just baffles me. And prime example of society, again, we know these things, but professional doctors are running around doing the exact opposite of what they should be doing as far as this matter goes. That has been proven, peer reviewed, that this shit is harming people on a scale like never before. And that is a figure given even with the fact that all these deaths are happening, and there's a city council or the not city but the tribal council is sitting around experiencing the deaths, helping people get the thing that's killing them. It's mind numbing. Line up and get your booster today. That's going on globally still. Even though we have all this information and even special regimens to treat symptoms that it's causing, but nothing in a cure. How can this keep going on like it is? Because nobody's doing anything to stop it. Everyone's afraid to speak out. But not everybody. I see Dr. Campbell has a network of doctors that are not afraid to speak out. And I would suggest going to his page and conferring with your doctor about the medical information he has on it. Because 100% of the population has these problems, whether you realize it or not. You need to have yourself tested for microclots from your doctor. I've said this over and over and over and over. That includes each and every individual in my voice range. Shot or not, they shed like dogs. It's created to do that. That's how Bryce got sick. He never had a poke. He never had the poke, but he's got the protein clots. Everybody needs to consult with their doctor over this. Then train yourself somebody to heal you. Because it works better if somebody lays hands on you through the Creator's energy. I can't do everybody. I only got two hands. We're all designed the same way. I refer you to Raw Mapped. It is literally a blueprint of what the human being is supposed to be doing. These are obvious truths that are true with or without me. I would hope you would at least embrace it and put it in your own hands. I know some of you have. Christ, I got videos of you shaking 2 liters of water. I couldn't ask anything more of another human being, and that's also one of the human beings who has been steadily giving gas money. It's definitely in his heart to further this. I see so few doing it. I see so many people with questions that have been answered every day, asking the same things. I put all these answers that everybody's asking on my post section. I have directed people to my post section for this last year, like it was going out of style. Please get to my post section. I made everything easy for you. Yet I still get questions every day that are on my post section clearly answered with receipts, not just cheap words. I brought you my homework. Out of the couple thousand videos I have, I picked out like 8 of them and put them over there for you. That's a damn good start. I don't monetize. I don't make money off of the clicks. I probably would have made a good deal of money off of this channel. But that allows me to tell people I don't monetize. I'm not fucking clickbaiting you. Because that's an excuse the trolls have. Oh, you're clickbaiting. I'm not clickbaiting you. That's just another buffer that avoids entangling money with it. And still yet, highly ignored. I'd rather come to my chat and ask me a question that I'm going to have to answer with cheap words. I'm like, fuck, there's receipts that you can look at and know instead of fucking believing, because believing, I guess, is the status quo nowadays. That's all people want to do is believe in something. They've given up on knowing anything. That's terrifying. And I have no idea what to do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. I've provided, and it's up to you to partake. That's how this works. I know I'm talking to the choir, to a bunch of you, because you are very familiar with the material. You've done your homework. But it baffles me, again, how more people, in general, don't. And they still come to me with questions. I'm like, why can't you just, isn't it easier just to push play and rewind if you miss something, and push play again, go do your homework? I show you where I find my information. I really and truly give you a diagram of how to do homework in almost every video I've made. It's a simple task, and most of this information that we found is public knowledge. It's just being suppressed. It's not being talked about. Suppressed by not talking about and or it's there in the original form even. Isaiah 24:23, for example. In the end of days your moon will become confounded and your sun abashed. Well, what the fuck does that even mean? Well, if you go to the older versions, Christ, it makes you wonder who in the hell was Constantine helping. Because it's pretty clear that it states, when the sister system nears Earth's axis shifts, making the sky roll, thus begins the tribulations on Earth. Holy mother of fuck. Preacher, did you do your homework before you got up on the fucking podium on Sunday to confuse and scare people about a confounded moon? You didn't even know why? Talking about the season. You don't even know what season it is. Neither does your flock. So what we do, we start hitting churches. Had a lot of eyes open there too. Maybe I should have looked at the older books. Huh. That's never been hidden. As far as I know, all my life I've heard about Bible canon, canonized text, the original stories the Bible was written from, reference to Torah. Torah, the Hebrew language, the third language from the language of the gods, the cuneiform, the original texts. Now, a lot of that Hebrew text was taken out of the Roman version, the Book of Enoch, and all sorts of fucking shit, because it gives you too much power as a created being with a stated purpose in creation by an amazing creator. They don't even, they profess to, hold up the creator, but they put a name on him and give him human traits, jealousy and anger. It's fucking terrifying. They put you under a dome and make your creator a snow globe maker. Now you live on a frisbee with a painted sky. How amazing are you? You're fucking nothing. You're a snow globe figure. That's what the church does for you. You ever read the Jesuit Oath?
You're a piece of random art.
The Jesus cult? Where do you think Jesus came from? It's in their name.
How dare you not believe in Jesus?
I get called a demon for pointing this shit out. What the fuck? I hit myself some heavily laden CBD bud flower. Cheers.
Satan's lettuce. Yo. Devil's lettuce.
Devil's lettuce, baby. Motherfucking cheers, baby. No customers in or out today so far. I got my fingers crossed. I'm hoping to sell a fucking pipe. Here's my awning. Laying in the grass over there. That fucking cinder pole was a lot heavier than I thought it was.
Of course it is. It has all the mechanisms.
I am so lucky that didn't kill me yesterday. It was a little bit scary, but I didn't even realize it was that heavy. The fucking wind picked that whole thing up and threw it on top of the fucking RV instead of me. And I'm sitting there looking at it, I'm like, uh-oh. I grabbed the kiln, threw it up under there. And as soon as I got in here, it smashed to the fucking ground. Got boom! Fucking bent up all the metal.
Tore it up.
We're lucky it didn't break a window or tear that fucking wall off. at all. There's no damage to that. The metal itself ripped off of the fucking plywood. Creator was definitely looking out for me because he knew that was a point of stress anyway. That fucking thing kept coming undone when we'd go down the road. It's happened more than once. About 4 or 5 times now. But it was old.
And it had already been causing us troubles because it was
What's
literally peeling off the wall.
That's what I mean. It was definitely ripping slowly every time we'd pull it out. Another inch or two would rip down the seam. It was all but separated anyways. Thank God, because if it was strong, that shit wouldn't have ripped off and it would have flopped all over them. Thank God it was what it was. It could have been so much fucking worse. I think Creator it wasn't. Now I got one less thing to worry about. I can still hang a shade up and work. I just don't feel confident when I'm sitting here looking at clouds develop and they're talking about afternoon thunderstorms. We went through that yesterday. I don't want to go through it today. So I'm hoping for a fucking glass sail. We did come out. I was like, all right, it's either sit here and do nothing or go over there and sit and at least try to make some fucking sales today. So here we are. Cheers. Oh boy. It is blue today. A lot of Cherenkov in the atmosphere. It's blue all the way up to the planet that's in front of the fucking sun up there. That's showing in its law really clearly. People ask why we can't see it. Well, one, it's positioned in front of the sun. You can't even see the moon when it's in that position. Two, it's blue all the way to that planet. That planet is one of the planets that's trapping in all this ionized radiation. Simple, simple physics, but if you can't conceive that we're actually surrounded by planets, I sound crazy. It's okay. You'll see soon when the fucking sky parts and we start rolling back onto that blue sun. I hope you remember to remain calm. In reality, if we were in sync with Mother, like we should be, we'd have known the truth about this entire thing. It's a family reunion. She's excited to be talking to family members she hasn't seen in a long time. She's doubly excited because Daddy's coming up behind her, and she knows as well as I do. It's for one purpose, to pick us back up. Gently. We should be dancing in the moonlight, happy,
Or something.
but we're not. And we're going to be terrified when we see the face of the family we're reuniting with because of the programming of fear that we've been fed all our lives collectively. We feed into it each other's because of the programming. It's tough to break that programming. We should have no fear of this. This is what we are created to do in this time specifically. So if you're afraid, do the universe a favor. Go to my post section and work your way down until you're not afraid anymore. Whether I'm here or not, it's been put up there. Not for my benefit. Again, I do not monetize this channel. I don't benefit dick if you look at it or not. Unless you know it. Then you start doing as creator designed you to do, and that strengthens my magnet. See, I don't benefit unless you know everything I know. That's pretty scary to some because now you're thinking to yourself, oh, I don't want to sound crazy like him. I'm sure you don't. It's been tough. You're going to be called a lot of names. The alternative, though, you want to live in darkness and confusion and fear the rest of your fucking days? Have fun. That's all I got to offer. It was a beautiful day in South Dakota, damn it. Hey there, Christensen. There are double rainbows, much more than should be.
Different spectrums than there should be.
Yeah, different spectrums. A lot of people want to remain comfortable, and all of a sudden, that Pink Floyd album cover's wrong. It doesn't happen like that. The rainbow splits twice. All right, no, no, indeed, the laws of physics are the same. The rules have changed a little bit from what we've been told. Yeah, the explanation, I agree. I agree. I've gone over that explanation a few times. It's absolute trash. And you can see in places, of course, there's multiple rainbows, but there's also multiple sources of the droplets on different sides and shit like that. You got a rainbow over here, you got a rainbow over there, but they're not stacked. Waterfalls, for example, during a thunderstorm, or maybe two thunderstorms rolling side by side. I've seen that too. And you see all kinds of Google images of amazing rainbows all over the place. But when you start seeing the double stacked and you got a double spectrum showing, you should probably question that. Because that's definitely not just one single source of light. You can't split the white light and come up with a redshift like that out of the same drop of water. It's just not exactly like you said. It's fucking bullshit. That's just all it is. Yep. And you can get a full circle bow with one of those going on. I remember as a kid, just one bow would show up and it'd be a circle in a spray nozzle like that. You had to hold it just right, at just the right speed to make it happen. A little bit too many, you'd drown it out. But I mean, it was never a thing that you made two rainbows with your fucking yard sprinkler. It was never a thing. It was never a thing. You know, yeah, I distinctly remember just one bow. It was a circle sometimes. Now the fact that you can recreate two bows with your fucking water sprinkler is very telling. It's not one source of light. It's things have changed. Again, it's not the laws of physics. It's just the what we've been told is a lie. It's that programming that you're changing little by little, making it normal for the blue Caribbean sparkling waters across the globe. The green oceans turning blue, sparkly Caribbean. Because global warming cowparts killed a certain bacteria. It isn't the Cherenkov permeating the water. Not at all. Shit, they're telling us that Betelgeuse juice is going to be our second sun in the sky real soon. Some point this summer. I can't wait to see that.
That's a Beetlejuice. Bitch. The fuck do you mean? That's not a supernova.
How in the hell is that supposed to be even possible in the summer? Orion's a winter constellation. That's because we're held out of orbit. They're literally telling you we're out of orbit and it's okay. They're not telling you though. But only if you know that Orion shouldn't be visible in the goddamn summer. They're sitting there pointing you at, to look at it. I'm like, well, because it's so normal. He's the winter hunter, you know. He's up there wobbling around like a drunk.
Middle of summer.
Like a month ago, and somebody had mentioned the grin on the horizon. I noticed that grin, and I was wondering because it just didn't look right. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's somebody who's been here for years said that. And I realized at that point, of course, that they hadn't looked at it on the horizon till after they saw it on Facebook in a picture that literally said, "Is this a wet moon or is it odd?" And that picture itself pissed me off because it was pure evidence that nobody's actually looking at the moon. They're getting these cute little pictures and making memes and passing them around. Because if they had been looking at the moon, they would realize it sure as fuck didn't look like that all night long. Or 12 hours before when it rose a frown. It's going to rise a frown today, and it will set a creepy grin tonight. And people be taking a snapshot of the grin and be like, oh, I don't know if that's normal. No, it's not. Why didn't you look at the rise? I'll tell you what, you look at rise and set, and you'll know if you even have a question if that's normal. There's questionable about your intellect on what the moon should do, how we set the calendar, and all sorts of different questions that come to mind on that one. Because no, it should rise wax and set wax, which is a right side lit by definition, or a wane, which is left side lit, and set wane. It should never roll right side to left side in a night. That's a confused, confounding moon. Isaiah 24:23, the sky's rolling. It's the galactic plane, it's Orion, it's the moon, it's everything on the galactic plane, including the entire galaxy. is doing a clockwise rotation throughout the night, and it should not. That galaxy used to come up and travel across the sky. It never fucking did a loop-de-loop across the sky, and it is overnight now. That's verified by an expert, not me. And that's something I've been pointing out since 2010. Over here for what, 5, 6 years, and on Facebook since 2012. I've been over there. I made a Facebook in like 2012 and started posting up there about the cartwheel and the moon. You can see the fear in my posts. I quit working for Davis in 2014, and then I came across the hieroglyph in an interview this one time at band camp. Bobby Maverick dropped it into the chat and completely changed my life. My outlook on life, my belief system went to hell, and I started knowing shit. Boy, that's a rush. Knowing something in a fucking world of uncertainty stops everything from spinning for a minute. Lets you look around and be like, damn, I've been missing this because of all the distraction. I had the most amazing toy and or tool in my own hands for 52 years before I ever felt it. Every time I prayed, I had my hands clasped, bound, like the church wants you to be. I took a look at Buddha, realized he had his hands just slightly apart. Talk about a terrified fucking white boy in the bathroom. I was in my fucking lavender salt bath, relaxing, put my fucking hands out, felt the pool for the first time. I was like, oh wow. Is that just because I'm sitting in water? Or... So I kind of sat up. I was feeling the pool, playing with the pool. It's just playing with it. So you can feel that. And it's like, oh my God. And then I went a little far and I felt it bounce like a little spring. I was like, ooh. And the fucking water said, poof. I was like, whoa. Scared the shit out of myself. And I was like, whoa. Fucking Harry Potter, you better be careful. So, and I just kind of realized that the shower curtain itself was acting weird, jumping around. So I started playing with that and doing that on video. I was like, look, this stato electric attraction over here, making that motherfucker dance. I was like, that ain't wind. I'm just going like this, and that motherfucker was dancing. So I started doing other things. And the more I did this, the easier it got. And decided I wanted to talk to Mother. I didn't know she was down there. I didn't want to talk to her. I wanted to actually see. I still thought, of course, we had a molten core or some mystery magnet down there, but I knew a frequency, so I was going to try to attain that frequency and see what happened because I should inherit the strength of Earth's magnet, which what was it, 500 people takes to make one Earth magnet. I've noticed. I literally had a tin can sitting there with the intent to crush the fucking thing. That was my whole plan. I got a bitch slap from a planet that I didn't know existed. And I would wish nothing but that for every one of you. So play with your fucking magnet. Give it a shot. See what happens. Let me know. Yeah, I felt that magic ball between my hands and it made the water bounce. I was kind of relaxed and having a good time. And then I tried to recreate it and it didn't happen because I was trying too hard. I already figured out why. But for the longest time, I had no clue, of course. This is brand new territory, right? So we had this guy come through. His name seems to have been Yeshua, and he was showing people how to heal. He wasn't just healing people, he was healing the masses by teaching the people how to heal, and the masses were healing. He was dangerous, and they had to make him into a special person in history because it was written about, and only he could do this. No, literally, was showing us how to be. He was showing us how to be healers and stewards. Thou shalt not hate your fucking neighbor. Love him. How many cheeks you got? That doesn't mean you got to keep putting the cheek in the neighbor's face. You got other neighbors to talk to. Should you hate that neighbor? No. Nowhere in the provision does it provide you to hate that neighbor. That neighbor's just got a little bit more programming deeper inset in him than you do. Maybe one day the Creator will make his eyes open and he'll remember how amazing he is. Or put it in their own hands at the critical moment, remain calm. Seeds are planted everywhere. Don't be afraid to plant seeds. But you're not going to do it in a good manner if you don't know what you're talking about. You should be able to explain it to a little kindergartner before you do. And that is why I put that homework there. You really have to know this to be effective in it. That takes a little, in my case, more than just homework. Well, you got to do the field testing. That's, see, I'm a pragmatic bastard that's really stubborn. I'm not going to believe dick until I see it, touch it, feel it, and work it and figure it out. That's been all my life. Yeah, I at one at, right before all this, hieroglyphic stuff come up, I literally had in my mindset, I'm just going to be as good as I can. I don't want a lawyer when I meet my dad. I do have a beef to pick because I've never found a goddamn blueprint or instruction booklet. But I don't even know if there's a God. I know I'm on a dead rock hurling through space. And that was my mindset. That's what I knew or believed. I didn't know anything. It's what I'd hoped. When I die, I'll meet up with a reasonable being that created this shit. And then there it was on a wall. A fucking blueprint. An actual schematic that I understood of the human fucking operation in the hoopty of the universe. And I was like, oh my God. So now I don't have the excuse to give the creator. He didn't give me a blueprint. It's raw math. You don't have that excuse either. Mm. Seriously, it's like that. So why isn't it treated like that? I don't know. It is by some. But I mean, honest to God, none of these videos have gone viral. People look at it as fringe and crazy. People look at all these other channels and come back to me like, oh, I saw this guy. He's talking just like you and his work's like you. And I'll go over there and see 15 videos of absolute CIA shit. And then one thing that he mentions in a fucking CIA fucking bullshit that might line up to something I say. And I'm like, what? How is his work like mine? It's antifreeze. He doesn't bring his homework. You're required to trust him. Some of them will tell you, you're too dumb to understand. You're going to have to trust my research team. Hush puppy. I mean, honest to God. And people throw money at that, hand over fist. And I'm like, why? I still wrestle with why. I know why. It's sweet and soothing. He's taking all the responsibility. He's showing you stuff you want to hear that goes along with every other goddamn lie they've put out there. Mystery Babylon. We live in it. I was raised by it. And that's what assured me I can't believe anything I can't touch or feel or understand, see, manipulate. Anything I'm told or read is most likely bullshit. Bent on somebody's agenda to further their fucking pocketbook. What's her name with glasses? I mean, it was back in the day. Somebody had glasses. And she was fucking helping people understand the truth. But you had to pay. You had to pay to get in her Patreon or some shit, or you wouldn't know. And she'd straight tell you, you gotta pay $10 to get in here. I'm like, oh my god, she's trying to help. Yeah, it was incredible how many people were telling me about her, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not going to pay to see what her information is. I really don't care. If she got to charge for it, I said that's an agenda that ain't mine. Some girl had glasses. I can't remember her name. Oh my god, man. Is she still around? Probably. She was raking it in, hand over fist, with that little hook, line and sinker. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. People will believe damn near anything. I'm sitting there watching people on Gina's channel, Gina Colvin Hill, a CIA operative that has a channel for one reason, the thermostat of the society. How much bullshit will we believe freely and just fucking an amazing dumbness? And then she has plasma beings coming down in a parking lot on a rainy night. And it's like, holy mother of pearl. These people think these are actually plasma beings because she said so. And how amazing her work is. And then you see them over here on this channel. Oh man, your work's amazing. Block them. My only recourse. I want to hear that from somebody that thinks Gina is doing an amazing job revealing truth about plasma beings. Are you kidding me? I want you to do your homework and then come back like some of my trolls have that straight up tell me, hey man, I used to work for the opposition that gives you shit. Thank you so much for your diligence because this information has changed my life. I have had a Down syndrome child for 30 fucking years, and now, for the first time, I'm communicating with him. And then they break into fucking a 6 long paragraph dissertation about what that means to a father. I want to hear that. Anything else? I'm not brilliant. It's not my fucking brilliant work, but I do want to hear how it's changed your life because you did your fucking homework. Start praising me like I'm some kind of fucking, oh, you're amazing. No, I'm not. You're liable to find yourself on the dark side of nobody's listening. I want to hear how it's changed your life. Some of you, I've seen it, of course. I'm talking to the choir here. That's just in general. I'm speaking in general. When people come here, I don't want to hear how brilliant it is. I want to hear how has it changed your life. Because if it doesn't, go away until it does. Because you haven't done your homework yet, and you're just giving me accolades where there is none needed. Change someone else's life. Give them that information. That's what's needed. But it requires a level of self-endured fucking homeworkism and wanting to know the truth. Not everybody actually has that. They want it handed to them. Like I said, they want my cheap words, then they can walk away with a belief until they drink some nice sweet antifreeze somewhere else. They can believe in that tastes sweet. That's not very effective. That's not why I'm here. I'm not here to get believers.
On the right path, not the right reason.
I'll show you what works for me, and I kind of expect you to go find what works for you and better your life and others around you. Love your neighbor, lose your hate, understand misgiving and misdirection has been applied to everybody, including the ones that misdirect. They're just as badly programmed as you. That's where the program comes from. Yeah, they know a little bit more. It's like a cult. You're a member of a cult of confusion. Congratulations, you're not going to find answers there. Those are in your heart. Those are in the Mother and the Creator. Those are something I want you to have. Those are not in my videos. However, if you simply take and put your magnet in your hand, start feeling it, start using it, you're leaving your field lines open to talk to Mom and the Creator, and you're going to fucking get all the information you need. You're going to get your walking orders and your understanding through the Creator instead of some fucking idiot like myself with a fucking pointy head running around trying to figure shit out. That's what I want for you. It's a lot easier that way. It causes a calmness in a motherfucker. Maybe not moment to moment. When things arise, you'll have a fucking moment of calm the fuck down. Figure it out. It'll come to you. Sleep on it. Let Mom talk to you. Leave your fucking self relaxed. Calm down. It's that easy. I have a helper. I just have to listen. We don't need leaders telling us what to do. You don't need me. That's the beautiful thing about truth. I just want that for everybody. Truth. It sure fucking helps. You lurking in there, Glenn? You in here yet? Fucking love that, man. He's got a little grandbaby. He ain't been suppressing. Kind of like I didn't suppress Seamus. He's a good healer. His little grandbaby's a good healer. I've seen Glenn this last year do more than Glenn's done in several years because his health has improved to an extent that the man went and he's dancing and shit. I'm floored. He doesn't have to tell me how his life has improved with this information. You can see it. I can see it because I know Glenn. I see his family and him. They've always been beautiful people, but it's even a much happier group at this point. It just keeps growing. And he's getting healthy. A lot more than he was a few years ago. It blows my mind. I'm. It's a baby that was born a magnet, and he's nurtured that in her. And that's what we need to be doing with our children instead of indoctrinating them into these tiny little groups. I think it's one of the I keep mentioning it because I think it's one of the most beautiful things I've witnessed in my life. A baby with a purpose already. Fuck. What's she gonna be when she's our age? I don't have a clue. I haven't seen that. I don't think anybody on this planet has for a long time. Our babies are born, literally speaking our old language of the heart and pure intent. They're sending out clear messages, and we've forgotten to listen. They're screaming at our silence and crying, left forlorn. We unteach them the language of the Creator and teach them our words. And show them that what they're born with is futile. We need to stop doing that in general. Start paying attention to the babies before they cry. Or even as they cry. It gets across even stronger. Pay attention to your kids. Remain quiet. Close your eyes. Listen to their cry. Understand what they want. I had a daddy tell me, no, I just fed her. I'm like, I don't give a shit. She's telling me she's fucking hungry, bro. That's what she wanted. And she wanted to go. He thought she wanted to burp. I'm like, nope, she wants you to go back over to that light bulb over there. Boop. Big smile. Before he even turned around, she heard me feel it and hear her. She acted. She's 3 months old. And awed by the light. Awed by the light. He had one of those, it was a special light bulbs. He had like all kinds of little special light bulbs that looked like different kind of filaments inside the light bulbs, kind of light. And his little girl had fixated on one, and he had walked away from it. She started getting agitated. And I picked up on it, and I was like, dude. She's telling you. I've experienced this shit. I don't say this crazy shit without actually knowing it, because I know you can go to and repeat that, reproduce it with the child in your vicinity. If you couldn't, then you might be able to call me crazy. If you can't look at the horizon and see the moon's a frown, and then look at the set horizon, realize it's done a 180-degree flip, and sure as hell is a grin, then you might be able to look at me as crazy. Because that's what the fuck going on. I'm over here telling people. I'm not afraid to tell you. Because I know for a fact it's happening. It shouldn't be. And it's easily verified. All you gotta do is look twice in a 12-hour period. And you'll see as clear as I do. That motherfucker's doing a 180-degree roll while it's in the sky. It's like, uh-oh. I'm not afraid to tell you that. I don't care what people say. I don't care how many videos they make calling me crazy. That'll just make more people look. Anybody with any sort of intelligence or desire to know the truth would take it upon their own eyeballs in a fucking debate over, is the moon doing cartwheels or not? I mean, that's literally the biggest thing that ever come across humanity since I was aware of anything coming across humanity. Is our moon doing a fucking cartwheel? Still to this day, it resembles where we're at in time, very specifically. Explains the exact situation and why the weather's messed up, why this is going on, why that's going on. That CERN's been operating for fucking 25, 30 fucking years. They got hundreds of them, and it's never happened like this before. CERN's off right now, right? Somebody asked me about, what do you think of CERN? It's off. It's off. It's not causing any of this. That's what I think about CERN. I've been saying the same thing since I got online. I've been like, you're looking at the wrong thing. CERN can't do what we're looking at. CERN can't tilt the fucking planet off its axis fucking 66.6 degrees. CERN can't create the portal vortex. CERN can't push the ionosphere down towards the fucking surface of the planet to make your human resonance rise. CERN can't do any of that. And it's evident every time they turn the fucking thing off, because it's getting worse. That's what I think about CERN. How dare you ask? Do your homework. Tired of being so fucking nice. Love's tough sometimes. It's not all pretty. Go do your fucking homework, child. I've had experience with that. Okay? I know how to do that, ask him. Do your fucking homework. Get out of my face. Figure it out. You're smart. I gave you a map. Use it. Bam. That motherfucker right there did his homework to the point that his superintendent of Otero County went to the governor of Colorado and said, your curriculum is embarrassing me. And they got a brand new fucking program started for self-accelerated students in the state of Colorado because he didn't have me doing his homework for him. I gave him a map. I I taught him his decimals. I taught him his multiplication tables and how to add and subtract, and that motherfucker took off reading books and acing English tests. What the fuck? And mathing things up. He has strengths I don't. I hated English. I didn't want to conjugate no sentences, although they took that out of English, of course, and all the cursive and things that were good in English. That's all I want, is the world to change. I can't do it myself. I can't do it myself. This isn't you're the body. I'm a fingernail on the body. I can't do this alone. You're going to do greater works. If it fucking kills me, put my foot in your ass. Do your homework. I've given that speech a couple of times. Honestly, that's the best I can do for you, is make you do it yourself, because that's the only way you're going to ever fucking know it. You sit here and chat and bubble along with social butterflyism, fly off for a few years, go suck up some really nectary antifreeze, come back once you realize that antifreeze has been wrong the entire fucking time. And here I still sit saying the same thing. Yeah, I know I was right. Too bad you didn't do your homework to know I was right before you did damage. Now get it right, fix it, and let's do this. I get that every day. I've seen so many thousands of people over the years with that. You were right. Yep. Six years, one guy I know personally, in my personal life, he's glass blower in Texas. I was talking crazy shit about the moon. And then 6 years later, he's like, dude, you are so right. I'm like, 6 years. 6 years. Leo, my buddy Leo in La Junta, owned a pipe shop, old guy. I kept telling him. He's like, every time I look, it looks normal. So one day I made sure I was at his shop for moonrise. I said, Leo, I walked into his store and said, can you come out here? I want to talk to you for a second, bro. And he looked at his wife, and looked at me and says, all right, Catfish, I'm kind of busy, but you got 5 minutes. He walked out into his parking lot, and I turned him around. I said, let me ask you something. What's normal about that, Leo? And he literally, with my arm around him, did this number to try and make it look normal before he even looked at me. He was like, and turned his whole body sideways and was like, how did that happen? I was like, brother, we tilted. I've been telling you. 6 years. 6 fucking years. And I actually had to lay hands on him and catch him at the right moment. show them manually. I can't do that for everybody. Hi, Brenda. Probably a break, well deserved. Fucking hot, muggy. I'm just trying to sell shit today. I haven't had anybody pull up yet. It's Sunday. No owners until Monday. We did get water and dump though, so it's been a good day. Supposed to thunderstorm this evening or this afternoon, so I've opted to not go through what we did yesterday and leave the kiln in the RV for today. I'm hoping to sell something. Something. I got coffee pot and bongs, rigs, bubblers, and hand pipes, steam rollers. I got a little bit of everything. So if we get a customer, I'll probably sell something. I'm going to give it away. I need fucking gas prices. Mm-mm. And we're running low on foodstuffs. So I need to sell my glass tomorrow. I'd like to sell some today though. We're sitting on empty. I got a few miles to travel over there to get camped out. Thank you, sir. Fucking perfect timing on the pancake. Ah. Hell yeah, free is the fucking right price, baby. I love it. With the amount of spots they had, there was only 3 people over there taking advantage of it. But I can only imagine it's busier at night. I could only deduce that this municipality has run into nasty RVers dumping shit and having issues around the area because they had a free dump, free fill, and you could stay up to 2 weeks in their municipal parking lot on a honor system. They had a little cash box there. Didn't say how much. But at some point they decided it was better to put in 26 stalls for RVs than have them driving around dumping everywhere. I thought that was, I mean, honestly, all you're doing is dumping it into the existing sewage and filling with a little bit of town water. And they get the tourism. I don't know what people are here to see. Pierre. Pierre's pretty cool. Little spot in the world, I guess. I like it. They got train trestles over here that are old school. They got Yosemite Cannabis Care that allows us to blow glass out in front of their place without even a problem. Fucking setting up to sell in front of their place, and they, I never run into a situation quite like that. I told them I appreciated them uh, adding themselves to our amazing journey and allowing us to blow here and inviting us back. I said, hopefully on the way back, I'll be able to give you some warning. Maybe we'll both benefit from us being here instead of just the one-sided thing here today. Your storms coming tomorrow? Well, they're talking about afternoon thunderstorms. I saw clouds developing. Now all of a sudden they're on. So I don't know. I see clouds over here developing. So I would be real nervous with my kiln out with no awning today. Given what happened yesterday. Granted, I know I can get that motherfucker in the box real quick. But I had already cooled it down for a few minutes. Those bricks were not quite ignitable hot, but they were up there. I put it in the box yesterday. It was fucking hot. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm limited. That's all I actually have is the Cash App. Um, unfortunately. I use Western Union, but that's ridiculous expensive. I can't even do the Walmart transfers. Um, we were trying that back in the day when we were doing the dungeon during Rona, and I started selling stuff here on the lives. I was blowing glass, and that's what we were doing. And I had $600 or $700 worth of product out to y'all folks, and I wasn't selling to anybody else. And Walmart flagged me, froze all that assets up that I went in there to pick up to pay rent with, and literally sent it back, refunded everybody. And I had already sent off like 3 or 4 of the orders. They were already out there. Thank God y'all are honorable and sent me checks. But yeah, I everything I've ever tried. The Walmart lady, the internal investigative legal department is like, you know what? You have the most extensive use without any complaints I've ever seen since I've been working here. I don't doubt it. I mean, I was sending out a lot of stuff to y'all. I was openly like blowing glass for y'all folks. I made Chad's fucking $1,200 fucking chess set piece by piece out here, sculpting that stuff out of red and blue, making the raw and horse set, and all kinds of just a Copropelli ball, all kinds of different things right here live, and I would send them out. And yeah, they blocked that. I tried a PayPal. PayPal locked down the first day I opened it. I've never even used it. It's locked to this day. They have no way to open it. All these things are outside sourced. The lady literally said, I have no idea why they're flagging you. I can't find any reason. It seems to be not in my system. Try it again tomorrow. And I went in and tried to pick it up, and then it sent back that one. Boom, refunded it instantly. And I was like, and it had sat limbo. So I waited, and then I called her back up. She's like, I have no explanation for you. Sorry, sir. Um, I can't even use Walmart transfers. It's just that I am literally a whistleblower. They've tried to kill me, and they've made every. I don't know how Cash App still works. It amazes me. And I thank Creator to keep that pathway open. But yeah, that's the only one I really got. Unfortunately. It's aggravating, isn't it? Honestly, that's That's my only option, though. I tried, what is that? Did the same to Ice Age. Yeah, a lot of people, I mean, if you're trying to be human and telling shit that they don't want told, you're going to be persecuted. And that's real. That is real. And that's what a lot of people are afraid of. I don't blame you. It's not easy, and I don't suggest it for everybody. Um, but don't be afraid to fucking tell the truth. You don't have to do it on media. It's just as effective with a water bottle in hand. But yeah, the only thing I actually have open is Western Union. I'm not even 100% on that one. It's worked so far, but it's expensive. And when I would do that, I'd pay for the shipping of something. Um, but it was still expensive to initiate. I think like 8 or 12 bucks or some shit. Where Walmart was like 2 to 4. I was like, what? He's been allowed so far unimpeded with stuff, but kind of reserved that for if Aunt Angel wants to send him money. He's still got that option. You know what I mean? I don't know how quickly they would start suppressing him if we even tried that. Hey, Lily. 93% humidity. It's a sunny sauna fucking Sunday. Hell yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm wearing a towel right now. It's kind of wet. I've just been sitting here waiting on anybody to roll up, but it's a hot Sunday and ain't nobody rolling up on this cannabis club. Nobody. Yet. Maybe this evening. I got all the glass sitting out there for sale. I talked to them and they said, yeah, go sell your stuff, man. Please. Try. Like, is it okay if I don't blow today? It's supposed to kind of thunderstorm. I keep seeing clouds develop here, clouds develop there, then they disappear. I don't know if it's going to rain or not. Not feeling confident breaking out the kiln. I need to get some money. We're out of gas and got 12 bucks in the kitty. I am. I've gotten my third notification from my phone company. At midnight, the service goes off, which I'm cool. His mom pays for his fucking phone, and it gets the same information mine does. I'll find us somewhere to fucking. We'll operate right off of his phone. I don't give a fuck. That's 45 bucks I can fucking save until I can afford it again. That's just all there is to it. I need. We're running out of food, running out of gas. I mean, like any gas. I'm sitting on empty. So I'm just gonna do what that's all I can do, right? So I'm not gonna stress it. If I'm dark, that just means we ain't got no goddamn money. I'll be back. We're okay. I'm still blowing glass and trying to sell it. Monday I should be able to sell some. How much? I don't know. Enough to get me to somewhere else where I can sell glass, maybe. Enough to get my phone on and fucking get me somewhere where I can sell glass? Maybe. I don't know. I've got enough, but am I going to sell it all Monday? I don't know. That's another one of those. I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. I got a little bit of aluminum that ripped off of the house yesterday. That shit's going to the recycler in Pierre. I already found me one. That's some premium aluminum. I should probably get at least $20. That's enough to fucking cruise us around a few miles in town and go sell some glass. I got plans. I got contingencies. You guys see this shit? Chico, what are you doing? What are you doing? Chico's like, I'm laying right here in the fucking breeze, baby.
Stop. Sugar? No.
Does Seamus have PayPal? No. Yeah, don't try and donate to YouTube. I don't have any kind of monetization hooked up here. I, I'm not allowed. I say too many fuck words. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh, Facebook? Yeah, I don't have anything hooked up there either. I tried once. It doesn't.
Down.
I can't. Like I said, it locked up the act of doing it locked up my PayPal. It locked it up and locked my account on Facebook. So yeah, yeah, that too. That option is not there. How many of them have closed on me? It's hard to keep count. I've tried a lot. We did have a GoFundMe, but honestly, that was Pollyanna lined that up with her account. She they allowed her to have a bank account. All right, Brendan, don't work too hard, huh? But I mean, of course, Pollyanna wasn't anywhere even closely affiliated to me. So she opened up that we had a GoFundMe. That was all her. She handled that whole thing because I couldn't open it up. I tried two different ways. They don't like my big mouth. If there's any way they can stop my big mouth from eating so I don't talk, they're gonna do that. I figured that out a while ago. It's okay. I can blow glass. And I'm going to take care of our food needs first. I mean, that's just all I got. I'm going to take care of our food needs and buy us a little bit of gas and do what I can. I got to sit and make more glass and sell glass. Probably going to happen. This other head or cannabis club over here probably going to lay on. Oh damn! I wish you had these. I'll be like, you know, I know this guy. He's got a kiln and a torch. I'll make them for you. So, hoping for a good tomorrow. If not, I'll be down here selling glass. Either way, we're gonna get on down the road. I'm in between tribes, and there's some key shit going on 2 days back at Cheyenne River, and I promised him I would stay in an hour, hour and a half of the region, and here we are. I would have probably broke my promise had we not been stuck here, had not the situation happened the way it did. I can't help but think he's going to need us the next few days, and that's why I'm still here. Or maybe the person I'm going to run into down south of us isn't in town this weekend. I don't know. We'll find out, though. So I'm not going to worry about it. If I was meant to be in South Brule this weekend, I would have been there. Instead, these people said, no, no, man. No, we want you to come blow. We don't really need glass right now. We're a corporation. Our penny counter said we just ordered glass and we've eaten our budget up. But if you could, hang out for another month or so, I'm like, no, not really. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know what that looks like, but sounds fun. Maybe when we come back, I'll give you some forward notice. That way you can hold off on any future orders till we get there with our glass. I guarantee you it's a lot cheaper than any American catalog glass you're going to buy. I like supporting the stores that help me. I've got a whole line of them. They're like, please come back. Please come back. All of them have bought my glass. These guys potentially want to buy my glass. They wanted to, but the bean counter said, you've gone over your budget already. And obviously, well, there hasn't been any customers come in today. I've seen one truck in here when we got in here, and that's it. So they're slow. And he told me this is my slow year, part of the year. And I see it's definitely fucking slow. I only had like a dozen people walk in and out yesterday. Well, it happens. I mean, if help comes in, I'll pay the fucking bill first. I promise. But as it is, I'm just letting you know what's in my mind. It's okay, but I might go dark for a little bit. We've got Seamus's phone. I'll be able to sell the glass and make the money and work and buy oxygen and everything I need to get where we need to be. And then I'll pay the phone bill. that's this is all I got because that's going to be my low priority if it's coming out of my pocket this month because we're almost out of food and gas, both, just to even get around gas. I'm not trying to get around too far, 2, 3 miles at a time, 5 up to Walmart, 5 or 7 is about the closest I found. But over here, it's 2.2 to this parking lot over here that we were at today that I just found. So that might work for us. I'm not sure. I don't know how much they want. I'm going to have to investigate a little bit more. Like I said, there was a drop box, and it said all this is 14 days honor system, and I didn't see any dollar signs. So I'm not sure how much they want for a spot. I wouldn't feel honestly right plugging in and sitting around without money to donate anyway. But a free parking spot I can do. So I don't know if they're gonna be okay with us not plugging in. I don't know the rules. Yeah, I just found it. It is absolutely free dump and fill, and they've got a lot of slots over there for RVs. So I'm gonna go over there tonight. First, if we get rousted, we can always go to the fucking Walmart again. But I just, I want to let you guys know we're fine. It just tonight at midnight, that phone's going up, and I'm going to worry about food first. Uh, Not like we need a whole lot, but our freezer's definitely pretty thin. I can make some soup, which I probably should make. We just got some new fresh water on board. I love soup. I'm going to add bacon. Bacon to this pot. Poor Clifford. Justice comes through the Creator. We're not the judge. There's a chord, or three fucking tone chord fixing to be struck by three massive fucking gigantic suns that is guaranteed to wipe anything not in the right frequency out of this region of creation. You don't have much longer to wait in the big scheme of things. It's going to happen after the great and terrible day of the Lord. Of course, it has to be after. Because that sun has to go past us and two more planets before it starts being perihelion and able to interact like that. I can only hope if we're on the surface still, people will be able to see with their own eyes. We just got passed by a big ass motherfucking sun, and I wasn't wrong. If you can't see it by then, yeah, you're probably fixing to get shook the fuck out of here. Smells damn good. Mm. Banana bread biscuits. Mm. Lily, every time you open your damn mouth, I want to come visit you and eat you out of house and home. You and your homemade delectables just kill me. I'm like, damn. This girl, she's made banana bread biscuits. Bet your dogs do think it smells good. I, I think it smells good. I ain't even there. It's smelling good. Damn. I like some banana bread. A little bit of walnut. Fucking heat from the oven. Just cool enough that it's still hot inside. And where it just kind of flakes apart. Killing me with that. Yeah, it makes for a hot oven or a hot kitchen. I gotta scroll down, y'all. We're talking too fast. I got. Oops, shit. Hi, Judith. Thank you. Somebody else donated something this morning too, and thank you. That's a new person. Thank you. Well, like I said, if somebody helps, then I'm paying the phone bill first. So it won't get shut off. We'll just go to Walmart tonight and pay the bill. Thank Judith and I think Donald. Donald. Thank Donald and Judith for the updates to continue. We don't, like I said, Judith, this is, I appreciate it, but seriously, I, I just wish people in mass would be, nobody needs me, really, just the information. And it's there now. I mean, we've got the information to change lives. We've had that for a long time. And it does seem like I gotta be over here cheerleading it just to make people look, which is sad. It truly is sad. It's like, oh my God, this information we got is the answer to all these questions people have been asking all my life. Why are we here? Involved, you know, all that. It's really good information. It's there now. And again, you know, it's not monetized. It's just there. Well, yeah, that's a thing. I know. Well, like I said, I would have gotten to it eventually. I just needed to make clear that I need to take care of other things before I get the phone bill because we've actually got an option to have a working phone. It just we need to catch up on other things that I've been kind of neglecting because of the situation we're in. I didn't intend to stall out for this long at all. That was not in the plan. But I mean, I should contend for that, right, in the future. So I was gonna, I'm making some changes there. Extra huge weeds. That's because you're feeding them so much love, Lily. That's funny. Not the good kind. I'll tell you what, you pop you a couple of seeds down in that shit, the good kind is doing pretty good from what I understand. The extra UV is appreciated by them. And it made me realize, okay, so the hemp crop's doing well, but even the perennial crops and some of the newer GMOs that they're just not doing well. And jogged my memory back to where Marduk was bringing the grains back from Planet Heaven and all that shit, and to feed the ewes and the cows and all that. And I'm looking at everything he brought back dying. The cows need that food, and the food is weak when you have all the sons bearing down. And they even said if it comes back on, if the red one comes back on the other side of the sun, the fucking blue one's gonna come up, and the fucking crops of the land will fail. It's literally what it says in the cuneiform. I'm like, oh. They weren't even sure which end it was going to come in at, from what I could read out of that. But it's coming in, of course, red on the other side of the sun. The crops are failing. The crops of the land are failing. And they didn't go into why, of course. They just said that's what would happen. Um, I have to tell you, it's because of the extra UV. We can't see it, and the plants can. And they're going hermaphroditic. That clued me, I was clued in to that, reading Monsanto, actual DNA results of their GMO engineering and their quality standards and their light tolerances. I made a video right here on this channel about that. And I was like, that's why all the crops are dying. Right there. They geo-engineered it to happen, knowing good and damn well these sons was coming back. Good thing you got a weed hacker. Your knuckles would be rough from digging up all them weeds.
No pollination. Nothing. Still didn't
There's several of you throughout the last few years since we left that have been consistently helping me. I really appreciate that. Judith, you to the point that you've been accused of being my handler. What was her name? God, give me a minute. He got his handler. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Huh? No, no, it wasn't Lauren. It was some other fucking lady that they're just trolling. You bought, what, like 6 of the tires? All 6 tires, a full round of tires on the fucking land yacht. Now you got one on this one. And you're helping me pay my bill, my phone bill. Thank you. You know what? I just, and I realize the thing doesn't work overseas. And I realize things are tough, especially for some people more than others. However, we got 9,600 people over here. It shouldn't always be you or Jonathan or, in my head, I'm like, when I actually start seeing a bunch of people donating $1 because that's all they got to donate, we've had two people this week, or well, this month. One person sent us $1 twice, and somebody sent us $7. Dude, that to me is amazing. And I wish we could find 1,000 out of the 9,000 to help like that. Because I mean, it would take the burden off of you folks who have been helping so much. And I've grown to like I can't ask for help anymore. If I go dark, I go dark. We'll be back. It's again. Where's the justice? There is no justice in this world yet. I deeply appreciate it, but I do. I look at that as a sign of times. Nobody in general, public wise, seems to be too concerned about anything helpful. Now, I got to tell you, if I had a channel that was dedicated to interviewing hookers, I'd have a live chat with $700 fucking donations and $100 donations coming in every 5 seconds. Because I seen it on the whatever channel. I'm all like, oh my god. And they don't have anything nice to say to the ladies that are sitting there. Everybody's all judgmental and argumentative. I'm like, that's what sells. Divisiveness, ugly, putting down people, making fun of people. That guy will sit there and grill those girls and give them stupid questions. And I always find it funny when they can actually answer them. Because he's trying to get them to fucking look dumb. That kind of shit is what, you know, that's where you make your money. Making fun of people, making them little. That's the sign of the times we're in. That's a sign of the population. That is, our population in general is like that. And it's like, yeah, I can't judge, but I can see where people might be fucking up left and right over here in society. And it's all because of the damn program we're given from childhood. A lot of it has to do with that church and the way the preacher talks to you on Sunday. Yeah, it's very entertaining. I get that. I do. But that's not the game I play. And that's not it it's just an observation I'm making that that is the direction our society operates in. And it's sad. It's crazy. We we are literally uncovering the mysteries of the deep dark past and being actively ignored by all the archaeologists that are supposed to be looking for the same secrets we just uncovered. I literally made a video this morning where Timmy's repeating this shit that they found in Pupunco that this is probably not natural stone. And of course it's not. We've already discovered that. How many times we got to go over the actual formula we ran across in an actual work pit that hadn't been messed with for what the USGS claims is 20,000 years. And it had pure silica in there. Not river sand, Pure silica, chemically washed pure silica for the purpose of making a beautiful gemstone. We discovered that. And it's still a mystery. It's crazy. Hey, Glenn. As well, we should be fucking singing and dancing, baby. We got a homecoming happening. You've got the right idea, Glenn. You got a little grandbaby you've been nurturing to be a little magnet, and she got you so healthy you're running around at dances and shit and fucking doing functions and stuff instead of being drugged away by a damn ambulance every time you get excited about something. Glenn, fucking, you got trophies coming. Enriching that little baby magnet. You're a blessed man surrounded by blessed people. I really miss you guys. I know. I see it, dude. I saw you with your little hat on at a dance, actually dancing, not just there. You're not just there, you're participating in life. And up dancing. I was like, get the fuck out of here. This guy. Look at him. Fucking love you, dude. You deserve every bit of it. Every bit of the benefit that you bring to others. You're an amazing magnet doing what we're supposed to do, Glenn, and I really appreciate being able to see that. That's why I was telling people earlier, I don't want to hear how amazing I am. I want to hear how it's changed your life. Because if you're telling me I'm amazing, you ain't done your homework yet. Because I'm not. You are. And look at you. Look at your grandbaby. That's what I want. What you got. I want that for everybody. And what's it require? A little bit of nurturing and something that we've forgotten about. These babies are born with, and we've been suppressing it. And you are being a brave man and helping her embrace it. And it's like out of societal norms, but who gives a fuck? Look at the results. That is one beautiful angel of nothing but full of spongy happiness that's going around healing people now. The fuck did you do, Glenn? You let the creator shine in that little baby instead of putting the light out. That is the results of fucking embracing your design, and look at it. The results is just I had nothing to do with it. That's what I keep holding to people. You get the information, you don't need me. You don't need me. So if I go dark, fuck dude, the information is still there. I actually made it easy for you. I'll be back. I'll be back. Just this operator's conundrum here has made me realize I'm still going too fast for my own britches. The universe wants me to sit for a little bit every now and again. I got to be ready for that. Because I'm not. I'm not. I think we're going to go. And I think we're going to go meet people that have answers. And I was excited to go see the people who built greenhouses and listened. They have their own information book. And I want to go back and ask what they know. Guess what? That's not what we're doing, is it? We're out here helping people that really didn't listen too much. Or people that did listen that are up against a great opposition and had their toe cut off. as a result of it, just to get a doctor to fucking realize he was doing it wrong. Fucking sad. Not exactly the adventure I had looked forward to. However, I have to tell you, the Creator has not failed in giving me the information I have been seeking. I watched a group of like minded, like hearted magnets influence the environment around the entire area. I wanted to do that in Sedona, didn't I? That's what I professed I wanted to go do. I want to gather some fucking magnets together, see what we can do with one intent. One thing. We got to decide on one thing we're going to fucking intent on. I couldn't even find magnets to gather. I found a couple here and there that are carrying on with the information. But I didn't get to actually witness what I wanted to see until I was sitting there this weekend. So I'm fucking mind blown, amazed, and not really surprised that things are not going the way I had envisioned them, because they never fucking do. I'm too dumb to be steering the fucking bus. I just drive it to where I'm told to go. That's all I need to worry about. Stop worrying about everything else. She's a brat. Well, that needs to be maintained, of course. But the enrichment of what she is and what she was born with, yeah, you got to maintain that discipline. You got to make sure they do their homework and behave themselves, because kids will be kids. She is just full of energy. She's like a little conduit, just running full lit. I've seen it. It's the beautiful fucking energy. She doesn't know what to do with it all. that's that's when you gotta hand them a nickel every once in a while and put them in the corner to slow them down. that's that's something I used to do with Seamus, and it stuck. It stuck. I didn't have to beat him. He started getting out of control. It was a real quick thing with consistency. He understood that every time I told him he was going to have to hold that nickel, I'd always give him a warning. Be like, you keep it up, dude. I'm going to give you a fucking nickel. Told him that one time in a Dollar General. Some lady literally looks at me and says, you talk to your child like that? I was like, fuck yeah, I do. Keep that shit up. I'm going to give you a fucking nickel. She had no idea what the hell I was telling him. He did. And he behaved himself. Fuck yeah, I do, I told her. The fucking look on her face. I think she pooped her panties a little bit. She thought she was going to embarrass me. I'm real good at embarrassing myself. I don't need her help. He had little chicks. She controlling her environment around her. She's stating the way it should be. We need more chicks. Thought I saw a bug over there the other day.
Flies.
Yeah, she's talking to the chickens. Of course she was. Of course she was. Our old language allows us to talk to the entire planet, the plants and the animals and the planet itself. That's what the cuneiform said. That's what scared them about us and our language. I'm certain she's talking to the chickens, and I know they listen to her. I don't believe that shit. I know it. I know it. She's telling them, Jess over there and make babies. That's funny. It just struck her to have a little conversation with the chickens. That's good shit, dude. I like hearing that. That's a good one. That's a good this one time at band camp story. But that's so evident that I mean we were born with our actual language in our hearts. I mean, of course we speak it without words, and we're able to speak to all atoms in existence with that same language, and the chickens react, and it's amazing that you have allowed that to develop unhindered, and it just all it took was a little bit of like encouragement or just letting her go, letting her do it, because she already knows what to do. It's fucking crazy, bro. What we've been doing generationally to ourselves for way too many generations. We've been suppressing that and teaching them that that actually is absolutely futile. Nobody's listening to them except for the chickens. Get some water. Thank you. Oh my God, I was thirsty. Yeah, exactly. She'll be 6. She done healed you and talking to chickens. What's next? What's she gonna be like when she's our age, Glenn, and really knows what's going on? I have no idea to even predict a guess on that one. But I'll tell
That's
you
good.
what, motherfucking amazing. I bet you she's flying around on her little magic carpet. Don't need no car. She's there. She done figured that shit out. Magnet unleashed, bro. You're creating an amazing creature out of creator's design by just letting it happen. And she's gonna be 6. She ain't even 6 yet.
Hmm?
She been producing quake predictions since she was what, a few years ago. It wasn't that your little granddaughter was telling us about Australia gonna shake. That's I think that's the day I stopped doing that on a regular. I was like, well, I think I taught y'all good enough. You got your little granddaughter fucking predicted quakes. I think people got the idea.
Bullshit.
So we moved on. That was the catalyst. I was like, fuck, I ain't doing nothing but repeating myself over here. Helioplots and a little bit of Iswa. We could dominate the quake map if this is going to happen right here. Pretty accurate. I think it was Christchurch had the 8 or 9. Some shit like that.
Hello, Moto.
Who be calling me?